What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K-Flex. I'm back here with another video. I know I'm late, ladies and gentlemen. I am sorry, okay? Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Most of y'all probably was like, is he even gonna do it? Yeah, I'm gonna do YouTube this year because we too good not to, okay? And I did it when we was so trash. I'm definitely doing it this year. I was gonna take a break. I did take a break for a while, you know, personal things, but I'm back, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, we just beat the out of the New England Patriots again, and it's so crazy how normalized this is now for us to beat the hell out of the Patriots, okay? Because it was for a large majority of my childhood, we get our ass beat by the Patriots, and now we just fuck them up to the point where it's just like another team. Ain't that crazy? And I always knew that this would be the case whenever Tom Brady left. That's why I used to always be like, just wait. But they lasted so long. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, they lasted so long, and I just knew that this would be the case. And all the Patriots fans, first of all, I'm not friends with any. Well, I'm friends with one Patriots fan, and that's because we barely talk football. But yeah, I'm not really friends with Patriots fan. Like, if you're a Patriots fan, it says a lot about your character. At least before now, because when they had Tom Brady, especially if you're not from Boston or whatever, like if you're a Patriots fan to me, you're probably just a bitch. I'll just tell you the truth. Anyways, I remember like telling Patriots fans that they were going to be absolutely terrible. We were going to dominate them after the era was over. And I was completely right. The only difference, the only problem now is that all the Patriots fans are now Bucs fans or don't watch football anymore, because as we all knew back when they were having a dynasty, those dudes was bandwagons. They was not loyal. They was not none of that. Okay, it's probably like, think about all the Patriots fans you used to know. You probably know maybe 3 now. Okay, and yes, I'm bashing the Patriots. I hate the Patriots. I don't give a fuck. But listen, the Patriots fans, they've always been disloyal, awful. Like, I mean, the characters have always been just absolutely terrible. So I'm not surprised that they all jumped ship, and I'm not surprised that they suck now, okay? Bill Belichick is awful. They cheated. Oh, I'm not saying he's awful. He's a great coach. He's overrated. I can't wait till at the end of his career when he writes his own tell-all book when he retires, and he talks about how the Dolphins gave him the most trouble. If he's honest, he will say that. Anyways. How you guys doing? Now I'm done bashing the Patriots. I gotta talk about how good the Dolphins played. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm super happy with the roster. This is the most talented Dolphins team I've seen in a while. In a alternate universe where injuries did not exist, I would almost guarantee a Super Bowl, okay? But with the injuries being a thing, and obviously you can't help the injury bug, you can't do anything about it, I will be, I don't want to jinx us, but we are really, really good. And barring an injury, I think we can make it very, very far. Now, I think the key to this team is that our scheme is very, very hard to stop with how genius we are running, with a quarterback that takes care of the ball. And we're going to talk more into detail about Tua in a moment. But with a quarterback that generally takes care of the ball, I mean, we just have a fantastic team. And then our defense was, they looked bad at the beginning, and I was starting to think like, are they Flores made? Did Flores make this deep? But at a point, Xavier Howard got away with an early defensive pass interference that ended with a PI. I mean, that ended with a touchdown, that ended with an interception for us. Patriots fans can't really complain because they then got every other call for the rest of the game, so they can't be mad about it. But anyways, Xavier Howard did get away with a PI. And then after that, we started shutting down their run. We started shutting down their pass. Mac Jones is awful. But the interesting thing about Mac Jones is that, like, people don't really be on his case like they be on Tua. I think maybe because Tua nears or Tua fans are like super toxic towards everybody. I don't know. I'm not sure why, or why everybody's just kind of on Tua's case. I believe it's because, you know, like, we're kind of like trolls about it and stuff. That when Tua like throws an awful pass or something, that it's like news. Like, every single one is like under a microscope, even by like Barstool and stuff. I'm not even talking about Dolphins. I'm talking about Barstool and stuff like that as well. Whereas when you know, a guy like Mac Jones, he threw several trash passes today, but they're not really under a microscope. I don't know, maybe because he made the Pro Bowl. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, Mac Jones, we dominated them as expected. The score was actually 20-7, but the game wasn't even that close. We had opportunities to lose this game because the refs actually gave them that 7 points, because they made up for, quote unquote, made up for the other missed pass interference by calling one of the worst calls ever. Devontae Parker got shut down. Forgot he was on the team. Devontae Parker, the interesting thing about Devontae Parker is he runs so slow that every pass almost looks like pass interference because he can't create any separation. So, like, if Xavier Howard is even like touching him but not like pulling him or anything, it looks like he's holding him back because because Devontae Parker like is slow as a mug. Who else I want to talk about? Mac Jones, Devontae Parker. Who else on the Patriots do I need to talk about? Jacoby Myers, if I would have made a preview, I would have said Jacoby Myers was going to be the difference. Jacoby Myers, that matchup on Nick Needham. They wasn't really looking that way all game, but I think Nick Needham did pretty well. But they wasn't really looking that way. Austin Jackson got injured. I hope he's okay. Because, again, when you think about Austin Jackson, and yeah, you might not like him. He might be bad. But then you got to look at, like, okay, he's starting. So whoever's behind him probably might be worse. And that was Greg Little, who also got injured. But I think he came back. I'm not sure. But I saw Austin Jackson when he got injured. Alec Ingo, and he's like, I don't know why he like Alec Ingo got a fullback dive and just like ran into Jerome, like into the back of Austin Jackson's leg with his head down. I'm like, fuck, can you watch where you're going? I know we're trying to get the first down, but damn, I don't know. But anyways, Austin Jackson, let's hope he gets better. What else we didn't talk about as far as the Patriots players? I don't really care. Devin McCourty's old as dirt. I didn't really see him make any plays. Judon, we did a good job of blocking him. Did make a few plays. Offensive line overall did pretty well. And then the run game looked really fantastic, and our scheme looked exactly like I thought it was. So I'm gonna start talking about some of the Dolphins players now.
Bruh.
Mike Gesicki is there's no way we can pay Mike Gesicki. I'm just keeping. After watching this game, I don't believe, and maybe again things change. It's week 1. This might be an overreaction. I don't see a universe where we pay Mike Gesicki though. Not from what I've seen today. He's like so unneeded, and a lot of the things where our tight ends off of bootlegs and stuff, anybody could do because. You're gonna get wide open when you're running across the field off a bootleg if you're a tight end. You know, it's not like Mike Gesicki is a special one that's gonna get open on bootlegs. Most tight ends are gonna get open on bootlegs. So, although Mike Gesicki is really great, and I love him. I don't know if there's enough plays in the damn like. There's not enough offensive plays and enough targets to go around for him for everybody, right? Especially when we are looking to be run first. With Waddle and Tyreek being extremely dynamic, extremely insane when they have the ball in their hand, and unguardable, I mean, Mike Gesicki is left for a little bit of targets. That's not meaning I want to get rid of him, but if he wants to get paid an exorbitant amount of money, I just don't see why it would be ever necessary, right? After what I've seen today, okay? This is just me first week, okay? Let's get to what else I want to get to. Tua. All right, because Tua is always the most interesting topic. I think Tua looked pretty well. A lot of the same mistakes that you see him make before in the past, but he played pretty well. And again, the thing about Tua is like everything's under a microscope. Under a microscope with him. I wish I could see the stats here. There are currently no stats available. NFL, y'all falling off. How is there no stats available on the NFL website? Come on now, NFL, get together. What the? Anyways, Tua had good stats. Okay, let me go to ESPN.
Bruh.
Tua was 23 for 33, 270 yards, 1 touchdown. I think that's really good. That 1 touchdown came to Waddle on a little slant on 4th and 7 to go for it before halftime. Mike McDaniels dropped his nuts. Waddle got to the end zone. Tyreek Hill had a lot of. That was another interesting thing was how Tyreek. Sorry, I'm watching this other game too. Why is Jay Jetta so open? Oh my God, did he score a touchdown? Oh my, dude, Jay Jettis is so good. I'm sorry, y'all. Jay Jettis is so fucking good.
Bruh.
Oh my goodness. See, either that or the Packers just suck. But dude, Jay Jettis is crazy. Anyways, back to the video. See, I gotta watch all the games. I love watching all the games. Anyways, run game, it looked pretty solid, and you don't ever have to worry about whether we're gonna stick with the run game because Mike McDaniel, you know he's gonna stick with it. That's where he comes from. Tyreek Hill, 8 receptions, 94 yards. Feels like he had 100 yards. I'm surprised he only had 94. But a really solid game, and Tua was finding him. Didn't miss him one time, and the announcer made sure that we knew about it because he's talked about it for 15 minutes. But Tyreek had a lot of targets, and you got to think they game plan for him. Patriots, they always game plan for Tyreek. So they game plan for Tyreek, and he still had 94 yards, and we still won. So the thing with Tua that I see a lot of people get angry about that I'm not really angry about is when he tries to extend plays because a lot of the time it looks scary. When Tua tries to extend plays sometimes, there will be situations where, like, he'll like throw the ball while taking a sack, and it'll look like scary, like a really scary pass where it could have been picked. And for me personally, I do understand why people get angry about that, and they're like, he's making a lot of mistakes. The way I look at it is they're not getting picked off. So first of all, it's not really that much of a mistake, and then second of all, like, to me, I think we drafted him 5th. I believe he's talented enough to be able to extend plays and make those type of plays. Again, I haven't seen enough from him to say that he can. In college, he was good. Obviously, college don't really matter. In NFL, he hasn't really shown that he could make those type of plays. So, again, you should know when to give up on him. But at the same time, I don't really blame him for trying. And a lot of people I see get mad at him like, hey, bro, just throw the ball away to or whatever. But I don't really get mad at him for trying because, again, if it was Jay Cutler we're talking about, whole different subject. If we're talking about Jay Cutler, or we're talking about whoever else, like we know they're trash. But when I look at Tua, I'm like, okay, I don't really know if he's capable of making these type of plays yet. But again, why not try? You want him to just like just throw the ball away, not try to extend these plays. The special ones they're able to do it. Mahomes does it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying to say. Like, I would rather him try to do it. And then once it becomes clear to me, and maybe it's already clear to other people, but when it becomes clear to me that, okay, this guy doesn't know when to extend and when to give up, this guy is not that good at extending these plays no more, then I'll be like, okay, Tua, you need to start throwing the ball away. But I haven't really seen enough of him of being bad in those situations to be like, yo, Tua, throw the ball away instantly when you're getting rushed or something like that. Like, bro, no, try to make a play. Obviously, that's all situational. Obviously, sometimes you don't want to take risks or whatever. And I think, just comes with experience, and Tua's not dumb. So, but again, I don't really blame him for like certain things as far as when he's getting hit and he throws the ball and it looks scary. I don't really blame him for that because he's trying to make a play. And at the end of the day, the special ones are able to make those plays. And he's young, and if he is going to become special, he's going to be able to make those plays. Anyways, what else am I forgetting? The rookie, the new rookie we have, defensive back. Also, Byron Jones. Let's talk about Byron Jones. Didn't play. Got in an argument a few days ago because I was saying that Byron Jones was a terrible signing. I do feel as though that Byron Jones was a bad signing. And the only reason why I feel that way is because he got injured and I was in my feelings and it was like an in the moment thing. But also, like, if you look at Byron Jones' impact on the game, I mean, let me slow down. Let me wait till next week. Let's see if Nick Needham gets picked on. Okay, I'll hold off that thought. Let me see what that rookie's name was. That was what's his name? Kader. This guy played amazing right here. Kader. I don't want to butcher his name, but he played fantastic. Brandon Jones looked super good. Okay, and that was Brandon Jones 11 tackles, 1 sack. He forced the fumble to get. I mean, Brandon Jones looked incredible. Javon Holland had a pick. He's always going to look incredible. Raekwon Davis stopping the run in the middle. I mean, we've drafted some talented players over these years. Duke Riley came out of nowhere, really, for me. One thing I was worried about, or like kind of like questioning, and I won't question it too much because we did win, and Mac Jones was confused. We had Melvin Ingram in coverage a lot, Phillips in coverage a lot, or a bit, and I was kind of confused. Like, even in the touchdown we gave up, Phillips was in a flat zone. I'm like, why is Phillips? Bro, I don't know why he's in the zone, but I'm not going to complain too much about that type of stuff up until we see more, okay? We'll see more what happens. This game, I don't think we really did a lot of that cover zero. Obviously, different regime. We didn't do a lot of that cover zero we used to. We did do it at times, though, and it was effective, so I wouldn't be surprised if we mixed that in a lot more, but it's cool to have other stuff we had to fall back on. It was like other years, I mean, like the previous years with Flores, that's all we could do was that, but now we got other stuff we could do. So yeah, I mean, overall, just a fantastic game, guys. You gotta be excited, all right? Let me see what the run game did. I felt the run game did. The thing about it, the run game did, like, honestly, like, look, 12 rushes for 25 yards for Edmonds is not good. We didn't have a good, like, per carry, but we kept running. We kept the ball on the ground. We kept, like, and the threat of the run was so huge, and the threat of Tyreek was so huge, it made the offense go so well. Like, we couldn't have ran our offense if we wouldn't have kept running. I think the run-ins put us in great position. I don't remember us being too behind on downs every, like, third and 11s and stuff like that. It was always kind of like third and shorts or second and shorts. And overall, man, it's just a great game, man. Get in the comments and let me know what you guys think, though. Like, comment, subscribe. Roll to 11K. We're flexing. We're back. I'm out.